You thought you were alone, but I was there. Not beside you, not behind you, around you. When the tears came without warning, when the room felt too small and the silence too loud, when you cried yourself to sleep and no one noticed, I did, because my spirit surrounded you. You didn't see me, but I wrapped myself around your breaking heart. You didn't hear me, but I whispered in the middle of your storm. You didn't feel me, but I never stopped covering you, shielding you, lifting you. I know what you're thinking. If you were there, why didn't the pain stop? Because sometimes I don't remove the fire. I become the fourth man inside it. Sometimes I don't shut the lions' mouths. I stand with you in the den until dawn breaks. My presence doesn't always look like escape. Sometimes it looks like survival. What kept you breathing wasn't your strength. It was my spirit sustaining you when your own breath gave out. You didn't make it here on accident. You were carried by me, by my presence, by my spirit. And now I want you to know me, not just as Savior, but as the one who surrounds you. Before you woke up this morning, I was already ahead of you. Before your feet touched the floor, my spirit had already walked into every room you'd enter today. I don't just walk with you, I walk before you. You see detours. I see protection. You call it delay. I call it divine redirection. You call it closed doors. But I was the one shutting them, because I knew what was on the other side. I have been making a way for you when you didn't even know you needed one. You prayed for clarity, and I rearranged entire schedules just to align you with the right person at the right moment. You begged for breakthrough, and I blocked every counterfeit opportunity that would have broken you. My spirit doesn't just react, he prepares. I softened hearts before you got there. I opened ears before you spoke. I put courage inside of you for a battle you didn't even know was coming. Every time you felt peace in a place that should have made you panic, every time you walked into a situation and somehow knew what to say, that wasn't luck. That wasn't instinct. That was me. That was my spirit moving ahead of you, clearing the path, shifting the atmosphere, commanding angels, shutting the mouths of accusers, confusing the plans of the enemy. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to control what's next. You just have to follow the one who's already gone before you. I am the way, and my spirit is the wind that moves before your feet ever touch the ground. You keep waiting for a sign that shakes the ground, but I've been speaking quietly. You keep asking for thunder, while I'm answering through a whisper. You want fire from the sky, but I'm the nudge in your chest that says don't go there. You want a burning bush, but I've been speaking through the verse you keep skipping. You want something loud, but my spirit often speaks soft to see if you're listening. I don't compete with noise. I wait for surrender. That feeling in your gut, that sudden check in your spirit, that moment of peace when everything else screams panic, that was me. That was my spirit counseling you without a word. You thought you were just being sensitive, but that wasn't sensitivity. That was spiritual discernment. You thought it was coincidence, but that was divine interruption. I'm not hiding. I'm training you to tune out the chaos and hear the shepherd's voice. My prophets didn't always hear me in fire or earthquake. They heard me in the stillness. And you will too if you slow down long enough to notice. So stop waiting for lightning to strike. Start listening for the whisper. That's where I live. That's where I lead. That's where you'll find me closer than your next breath. That night, you couldn't sleep. I was sitting at the edge of your bed. That moment you broke down in your car. I was in the passenger seat. That hospital room. That funeral. That courtroom. That empty kitchen table. You didn't see me, but I never left. You keep replaying memories like you were abandoned. But look again. Look closer. My spirit was there, wrapping around you like armor when you were too broken to stand. I was in the silence. I was in the stillness. I was in the breath you didn't think you could catch. You say no one checked in, but I did. Every morning you woke up angry, but still breathing. I was the one who kept you alive. Every time you felt like you were going to lose your mind, but didn't, I was the one who held it together. I didn't need to knock on your door, because I was the door. I didn't need to come in. I never left. My spirit doesn't need permission to comfort. He comes with compassion. He surrounds pain like light surrounds shadow, without asking for space. You thought I was absent because you didn't feel goosebumps. But my presence isn't measured by emotion. It's proven by endurance. And you're still here, still breathing, still fighting, because I was there. Every second, every step, every breakdown. So don't say you were alone. Say you were carried. You keep looking for me in sacred buildings. But I've been walking with you through ordinary moments. I'm not limited to altars and worship songs. I am in your kitchen when the bills are on the table. I am in your car when your hands grip the steering wheel and your mind won't stop racing. I am in the chaos of your home, the tension of your relationships, the weight of your responsibilities. I didn't come just to be visited once a week. I came to live with you. When you sigh instead of pray, my spirit understands. When you're overwhelmed and don't know what to say, my spirit stays. When you whisper my name under your breath between tasks, he draws near. You don't have to clean yourself up before I enter. You don't have to create a perfect atmosphere. I step into mess. I speak peace into noise. I bring order where you feel scattered. Stop separating me from your real life. Invite me into it. Let me sit with you at the table. Let me ride with you through traffic. Let me stand with you in the middle of conflict. Because I don't just want your praise. I want your presence. There were moments you didn't pray because you were tired, because you were numb, because you didn't even know what to ask for anymore. And you felt guilty, but I wasn't offended. When your words ran out, my spirit stepped in. When all you had were sighs and tears, heaven heard them clearly. You think prayer only counts when it sounds strong, but some of the most powerful prayers are wordless. When you sat in silence and stared at the floor, my spirit was interceding. When you cried without explaining, my spirit translated every tear. When you felt disconnected and empty, my spirit filled the gap. I never demanded performance from you. I asked for honesty. You don't have to impress me with long prayers. You don't have to force faith you don't feel. Just stay. Just breathe. Just let me carry what you can't. My spirit doesn't abandon you in weakness. He moves because of it. So stop apologizing for being tired. Stop disqualifying yourself because you feel dry. I am closest when you are weakest, and my spirit is speaking on your behalf, even now. You don't even know how many battles I've won for you while you were sleeping. How many attacks were canceled before they reached you? How many accidents were rerouted? How many schemes were exposed? How many demons were sent running because I stepped in and said, "Not this one, not today." You think spiritual warfare is something that happens only when you feel it, but most of it happens when you don't. When you're overwhelmed and still standing. When the fear doesn't make sense but lifts suddenly. When the depression tries to settle in but loses its grip the next morning. That's not coincidence. That's not luck. That's warfare. And I'm the one fighting it for you. I send angels before you step into danger. I confuse the enemy's camp before you ever sense the trap. I silence curses that were spoken in secret places. I destroy weapons that were formed behind closed doors. You're still here because I stood guard. You thought it was just a good night's sleep, but it was me covering your home while darkness prowled outside. You thought it was just peace in a stressful situation, but it was me surrounding your mind like a shield. My spirit is not passive. He is a warrior, and he fights for you with a fire the enemy cannot match. You don't see every battle, but you do see the victory. So walk boldly, not because you're strong, but because you're protected. I don't just walk beside you. I live within you. You carry more than you know, because you carry me. The moment you surrendered, I moved in, not as a visitor, but as a resident, not as a feeling, but as a presence. You are not weak. You are filled with power. You are not ordinary. You are marked with glory. You are not forgotten. You are sealed with identity. The same spirit that raised me from the dead lives in you. Do you understand what that means? You are not just surviving. You are hosting heaven. You are not just a believer. You are a carrier of divine authority. Hell sees you walk into a room and trembles, not because of you, but because of who's inside you. My spirit is not limited to pastors or platforms. He is given to every child who surrenders. He is alive in you when you pray, and even when you don't know what to say. He moves through your words, your silence, your worship, your obedience. Stop living like you're empty. You are filled. And when you remember that, you stop chasing approval. You stop shrinking back. You stop apologizing for the fire in your bones. Because now you know, you are not just surrounded, you are indwelled. You keep trying to prove yourself, to perform your way into my presence, to work hard enough, pray long enough, worship strong enough to be worthy. But you've misunderstood me. I didn't give you my spirit because you earned him. I gave him because you needed him. You don't qualify for power through perfection. You receive it through surrender. You say, but I'm not holy enough. Exactly. That's why I sent my spirit to make you holy. You say, but I still struggle. And I say, that's why I sent a helper, not a judge. My spirit isn't waiting for your performance. He's waiting for your permission. The door to power isn't striving, it's yieldedness. The key isn't effort, it's trust. I will not force my way in. I knock, I wait, I whisper, because I'm not after control, I'm after communion. So stop trying to earn what I already gave. Stop chasing me like I'm far. I'm here. I always have been. Just say yes. Yes to surrender. Yes to stillness. Yes to letting me lead. And my spirit will do the rest. You don't have to guess anymore. You don't have to wonder if I'm near. You don't have to beg for what's already inside you, beside you, all around you. I'm here, not once in a while. Not only when you feel me. Not only when the worship song swells. Always. My spirit surrounds your body. My spirit guards your mind. My spirit fights for your future. My spirit fills your present. So live like someone protected. Speak like someone filled. Move like someone covered. Pray like someone who carries heaven. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are surrounded. You are sealed. You are chosen. And from this day forward, walk like you know it, because I never left. I never stepped back. I never abandoned you. My Holy Spirit surrounds you, and I always will.